Hey there, Leo community. You know who it is. It's Soul Tigress. So let's go ahead and take a dive into the introduction. I'm hearing angels, ancestors. What is it that needs to come out? There's something you need to talk about. I feel it with my jaw here. There's something I feel like you got to put out there more. Maybe how you speak to yourself is one of them. Be bold and make the first move. Something that you don't see and that you're at odds ends is expect a powerful change. Oh, Leo. Ooh, once you start getting on your team, your personal team, when you start working against yourself and start working with yourself, the vibration of this world changes for you. I'm not lying. I am not lying about that. Been there, done that, still doing it. And what did it take? It took healing. Don't be confused on it. It is a time to heal. And what do we have? Meditate and contemplate. New moon right here, and this new moon is going to be in Pisces. Remember, Piscean house, 12th house, ending old cycle, preparing for new. I think this is something that we need to work on. Leo here is really getting in touch with that higher energy that is within you. It's that heart chakra. It's that soul being that resides in this area as well. Well, part of it, because it kind of is a little bit everywhere, but a lot of it's kind of right in here too. So, few more cards for this introduction. Let's see. Something we're confused on. Something you don't want to see is a new moon in Scorpio. We got to work through those fears. You need to know this up front. Stop dancing around with it. Nothing's going to come of this situation. Nothing's going to come of this situation. Something that you got to get realigned with again is believe in the impossible, Leo. Oh, the impossible's possible if you want to make it possible. But sometimes it isn't with the direct image that you have. It could be something that's a little bit different. Something that's more molded to you. But you never know. You never know if you don't open those new possibility doors of opportunity, Leo. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start with the present. Guides, ancestors, angels, and spirit guides. What needs to come out for the Leo? Ooh, we got a little bit of all kinds of stuff here. We have a journey. I have the Fool here. Unsure of this gamble. If it's a good investment. I feel like this is nothing you want to take into consideration here. Especially when it comes to in your thoughts. And we have 8 of Wands. I mean, Leo, at this moment in time, in your midst of punishing yourself, telling yourself you deserve this because of some failure, you don't see how it would be beneficial or deserving if you were to do something different. So I have the Wheel of Fortune here, and then I have the Moon energy here. I feel like you feel like it's too late to change things. It's too late to change anything that has happened or the outcomes with anything that has happened. There is something that you wish you were the bigger person about when it came to somebody else. something else, a particular situation, a fight, something. And we have fall out onto this. Four of Pentacles. This something isn't around anymore. It's gone. Yeah. This could have been someone, something, someplace that you knew for a long time. Long time. Something that you thought was always going to be there. You thought was always going to be there. You beat yourself up because of the decisions that you made. There's something here that you didn't trust in another. Because the Hermit card is an upright. It's all about trusting oneself. But this is a little bit caught between the both. When it's in reverse, it talks about being open to trusting others. Hermit card is also Virgo energy. I analyze. It's how we think. It's how we communicate right here. There was something here you made a mistake on. This has to do with somebody, or it has to do with you at a younger time. Maybe you acted out in a younger way, in a sense, not so mature. Maybe the way you look at, the way you handled it, you didn't handle it with grace and dignity of someone else, of maturity, something like that. Or this has to do with somebody who's younger than you. Somebody who was probably a split an image of something else to you. So we made it, Leos, to the conclusion. Let's go ahead and ask Divine and Universal Energy, what is it that needs to come in for the Leo? What are the positive messages here? First thing, you better believe it, Leo. You better believe it. Especially, being open to what you've lost. Whatever it was in this past. Focus my attention on thriving things and create more of what I want. This is how you start to bring light to the shadow side here. Something we're not seeing. I choose to be a super attractor and have an unwavering faith in the universe. It has a plan for you, remember? It has a plan. As much as you wanted to show up and bring these foundations in, as much as you're upset how everything had worked out and there's that no communication here, have faith that you've been brought to this point on your path for a reason. And it's to bring something else in. What this something else is, I'm not sure. That's up to each individual Leo here. Something you're not seeing is I release time. Let the universe tell me what to do. Give it to the universe and flow with it. Flow with it. Things will work out. Even if things are on delay, they work out for that reason. You may end up with something or even learning something that was more meant for you. Whatever this is, when you start to get impatient, when you start to get upset with yourself, pray. Alright, something you're confused on. I heal the habit of fear. I embrace the habit of love. You can surrender your pain. You really can. You can surrender a lot of things to the divine. Now, the whole thing is, if you want to keep harboring on it, you can also keep harboring on it. It doesn't make you any less of a person to surrender things to the divine. What that shows is that you're ready to learn. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to conquer this mountain on your spiritual journey. You're ready to see what's on the other side when you get out of this dark, shadowy side. A powerful change, a powerful new direction to go. Whew. What is it? Appreciation removes all barriers to my super attractiveness. But you have to open up, and you have to allow yourself to step out, to allow anything to step in, or even step towards you. Behind these barriers, you're closed off. You feel like you're protecting yourself, and you are right about that. You are so right, Leo. But these barriers also keep other things out, and it keeps you in. It's okay. It's okay to unchain yourself. It is okay. Maybe you think it's a trick. Maybe you think somebody's trying to trick you. The divine is going to trick you. The divine doesn't trick anybody. That is the darker energies that do that. The true manifestation is not to satisfy one's own desires, but to serve others and love all things. Desires are fun to work with when it comes to helping propel our motivation for our dreams, for our goals. But we have to be careful with our desires, especially if we have our desires down to a very, down to the smallest thing that we want to have happen a certain way. That's where you have to be careful, because then it's not a desire. You've also created an expectation. And life has too many variables to work out towards our expectation at times. Just know that because it didn't work out to what you thought it should be, it's okay. And it's okay to still love. I feel like spiritual is the biggest thing here. Connecting with your spiritual being, connecting with the divine, and finding a community to do that with as well. All right, Leo, this is going to conclude it. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. And don't forget to thank your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, as well as divine and universal energy for coming on in and helping out with all these positive messages. And I hope that you have a most wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.